Alright, how's everybody doing tonight? Alright. Drinks are near me. We'll be sitting here for a little while. Alright, turn the volume up on this a little bit. Okay. You guys hear me okay? Alright, so, first and foremost, before we continue further, I'm going to let you guys know that I have officially completed both of my walkthroughs, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood as well as Horizon Forbidden West, so those final episodes will both be poured out throughout the course of this weekend as well as most of next week, and I've got 2 games in mind that I'm going to start recording in the very, very near future. But what we're going to do today, it actually allows me time to go ahead and squeeze some more live streams in. So today we're going to do a full walkthrough of an independent game called What Remains of Edith Finch. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I've been wanting to play it for quite a while. Yeah, so this is what the title screen actually looks like. We're on a boat, looking around, and it looks like I am just here with a book. So, can I actually start it? There we go. Oh, play. Am I on the right option? Hold on. A little confused here. Oh, here we go.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Alright, so I'm just walking towards a house straight ahead,
I lived
which
here
looks like a
until I
giant
was
tower.
11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Now, this game is basically just a very narrative story game, so it's going to be kind of a chill-out stream today.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Ouch. You don't want to get in that situation.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
So I'm wondering who the character is narrating
my mother
this.
left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Is this the way to the house? I might just be going off the beaten path here.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
There's the house. Oh, it'd help if I walked
The
right,
woods around
right
the
over the
house
bridge.
have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I have no idea what kind of game we're walking into, but this will be interesting. Alright, little basketball court right over here. Well, an improvised one.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
Inherited the house at 17.
I was afraid of the house.
Wow. Why bother using the key when I
Crawling
can
through
just
the
use the
doggy door
doggy
used to
door?
be a lot easier when I was 11.
Can I interact with anything?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Got quite a collection here. A lot
But
of
instead
books.
of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Of course.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Only one restaurant?
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Barbara.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, okay, so I can't even go in there. Alright, let's see.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
After the house sank? Can't open the box. These windows don't seem to go anywhere.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
I'm back in the kitchen. Alright, let's see, what else? Can we go in the store?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
What in the world? Right. Looks like we can go upstairs.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Alright, so it seems to wanna... Alright, here we go. We wanna go this way. Maybe. Calvin.
My Grandpa
1950,
Sam spent 7
1961.
years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
11 years old? Gregory, 1976,
As a
1977.
kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
There's a lot of peepholes. And this one.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Oh, hold on, what's this?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Oh, is she a famous actress? Okay, we got attic right there.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Huh. Alright, so the only place to go is up here in the attic.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Never mind. Oh, we have another whole hallway down here. I didn't even see this. Okay, that room is actually open. Let me just see what's here first. Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
1947.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Okay, the key unlocked this book.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh. Clever.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Can't seem to open any doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh my god.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Yeah, I imagine you probably ate that first. Uh-oh.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
That's sad. The only way next is out.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Not gonna let Molly out.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, the toothpaste? Oh! Oh, that's nasty.
I ate a lot of things that night.
That weren't food? Is there... Okay, I don't see anything else in here.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh, and I see a bird.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly...
Whoa!
I was a cat.
What in the world? Oops. Buttons are a little wonky.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Alright, I'm a cat just walking on scaffolding.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Is that them right there? Yeah, it looks like them. Oh, this isn't dangerous at all. Just following the bird. Oh, which way am I supposed to jump? Oh, there we go.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Can I jump on the
I
table?
could tell she was getting really tired.
Which way did she fly to? Oh, she's over there.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I suddenly became an owl. Oh, I'm actually controlling the flight. I can't look ahead, though. I'm just looking down.
Rabbits.
Oh, they're the rabbits. Should I follow the rabbits? I think I got a little too far ahead of them. Oh, never mind. Rabbits. I don't know which way I'm going. Ah, here we go. Guess I'll follow this one. Don't hit a tree. There's one over here, too. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I get it now. Oh my goodness.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed
Oh
him
my
up,
god, that's so
and I
dark.
didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Where? Oh, there. Did I actually... Oh, I actually got him.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And
I
suddenly,
don't know how I feel
was a
about
shark.
this. What? Now I'm a shark. This is so random. Oh. Okay, now I'm just flopping around in the grass. Wait, where am I rolling to?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Okay, so same principle. I gotta find I have to find something down here. Oh, oh no. Can I swim deeper? Like, go further under... Okay, I can. Alright. Alright, I gotta go down. Like, quite a bit.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh, where is it? It was just over there. Oh, there's one.
tasted really good.
My God. What is up with this? Is there another one around? Or something else? I don't see anything else. Oh, there is. Oh no, it's struggling. The same one.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What am I? Am I a kraken?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just kind of like going ahead.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. There goes farther.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I hear somebody singing. This guy? I'm just kind of letting him sing. I don't know if it stops at a certain point. Or do I just go? Yeah, I think the lyrics are just repeating themselves. Got him. I don't think that. And there's somebody right over there. Looks like controlling the ship. But can I sneak through here? No, I guess not. Can I eat this? Instead of things that live. Uh-oh. I think I'm like stuck.
After the last passage,
Oh, I got him too.
I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Follow the pipe. I'm coming out of the toilet.
I got closer and closer.
which way to follow. I don't think that leads anywhere. I'm gonna go back this way. Where the light is, I think that makes the most sense.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
It's like something out of a horror movie. Well, that's Molly's story.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
That's crazy. Alright,
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I want to say that's a
Even
journal
in her
right there.
90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Why a pink bathroom?
It was a pretty big trace.
That's not attractive at all, the pink bathroom. Sorry, not my thing. Alright.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
That's Odin.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
This room isn't anything. Hold on. Can't go that way. Can't go out the window. Oh, hold on.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
We're not leaving.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
I can't go back out. Let's see. Is there anything else I'm missing? Oh, painting.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Let's say that looks a lot like a hospital bed. I don't see anything else to interact with. Yeah, definitely a hospital bed. Pill container, oxygen tank. I don't see anything else. Unless... Oh, can I go out now? I feel like I'm missing something. Nothing relevant about the show. Oh, hold on, what's this? This wasn't here before. They want me to explore the rest of the room first. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Okay.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh, look at that. Genius. Alright, I see Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Is this supposed to be like a dark room? Or at least some sort of improvised dark room? Alright. We're in whose room now?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin,
Grandpa Sam.
and that he never talked about him.
There's something up that way, but I want to see what's down through here first. Yeah. Oops. Why can't I pull that? Let's try this again. Maybe I can't. Alright, maybe I can't. Alright. Command
I guess
center.
my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Story behind this.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Alright, I'm on a swing set. With a broken leg. One broken leg. Let's go ahead and start swinging.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Oh, both legs. Okay, I'm not controlling it right.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
How high are we going? Are we gonna completely go... Oh my god.
Dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh
I
god, this
told
is
him
like
going
a
around
little
was impossible.
nauseating. Around the whole,
Maybe
around
if
the
I
tree.
hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Oh my
Maybe if
goodness.
the wind hadn't picked up,
I'm
then maybe he'd
kind of getting a
still
little
be here.
anxious. Oh my god.
But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh my god, we're very high.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's insane.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Wow. Yeah, but I'm sure that he didn't survive that.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh my god.
After
That
the
kind of made
funeral,
me anxious.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay, now I think we go this way. What am I doing wrong? Hold on. Why am I not grabbing this? I'm hitting every button I can think of. Oh, I have to push it. Oh, I thought I had to pull it. Oh. Alright, well now I can. Oh, I gotta lift. Okay. Alright, so maybe I could have bypassed Calvin's story, but we didn't, and I'm glad we looked at it.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, which way to go? Looks like we have multiple ways to go. Oh, we're back at the staircase. Hold on, it led me out here. Okay, that's weird. Hold on. That's not the room. I think we gotta go back the way we came. Yeah, that's Molly's room. Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to go that way. Alright, well I can't go back that direction, so I gotta think of another option. I came through there. I think I was supposed to continue going that way. Let's go down. And I'm not getting any dialogue, so that might be an obvious sign that I'm not going the right way. supposed to wash the whole thing? Nope, that did nothing. Okay. Alright, let's see. Looking around for other options. Not really seeing anything. I don't think I was supposed to come down here either. Where am I supposed to go? Yeah, I think I made a mistake. I saw these rooms. It's not... Oh, I can go back in here? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, now I'm in Barbara Finch's room.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
I feel dumb. Sorry, guys. Okay, we got a book. I think that's the only thing we can interact with. Dreadful stories. Guest starring
All the
Barbara
stories
Finch.
people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh no, not
Getting
in
better.
the least.
I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Oh.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
scream
hearing
got a little bit
frustration,
better.
but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The
Oh.
secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. We got our
20
hint.
minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
movie.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Well, now at least I have a weapon. Oh, yep, I can use it as a weapon. I'm literally swinging it. Can I? Yeah, take that. And that. I'm gonna just ruin everything. Okay, take that soap. Spray bottles. Air freshener. Detergent. Alright, I'm just getting warmed up. Yeah. Crash through that door. Oh, that is a scary doll.
Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
I can't hit it. Go figure. The one thing I can't hit is something that freaks me out. Olivia, welcome! Very, very happy to see you. Take that paint buckets. Glad you could make it. Alright, punching bag. Man, I can't. It's really dark.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Uh-oh. What's in the fridge? Dare open it. Oh, wow. Get. Oh. What did I just whack?
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, that was not a good idea.
Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw
Bye.
him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
All right, Walter. Remember, I have a crutch. Take that books. Can't knock it over. The house doesn't look any different back. Wow. Okay. The house doesn't look any different in this comic strip than it does in the game. Where's Walter's room? Oh, in here.
Walter, are you there?
Are you in? Are you into here?
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged
pirate?
to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh boy.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and
Whack.
was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Just kick him. Walk him out.
He was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Oh, we'll find a way out. Through here. That passageway from before.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Nothing like trying to get scared in real life to find your groove. Can I climb out this window?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
So I have to go back. Wait, which way though? I think this was the bathroom.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Whack! Oh!
He wasn't
Oh!
but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
And he took quite a fall. Alright, hold on. Can I go downstairs and... I can't run. Okay. Gave him a good whack. Slipped on a roller skate, fell off the banister.
The hookman had vanished.
What the heck?
He
landed right there.
But all she heard was...
Who's at the front door?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Okay, this is getting weird.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Wow.
Monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Holy
She saw
moly.
what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
The scream? Yep.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
So how can you point that out?
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
I see what you did there. You made a pun. All right, that's the
Edie
story
told me
of
all
Barbara
wanted
Finch.
this to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was.
That was a pretty
Maybe
absurd
what
comic.
Edie saw was a happy ending.
Yeah, I think absurd's kind of an understatement. Alright, well. Can I just go out through the door, or do I have to go... Yeah, looks like I'm going back. In the box.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
You know, we could still play with the music box. Because there's supposed to be a key to the basement. Wondering if it's still there. Alright, let's try it. Spinning it enough time. There it is. Got it. Alright, off we go to the basement. Now, according to that comic strip, there should be a pool table here. And me wrecking havoc on the place. Knocking everything over in sight. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good over here.
Mom
Saw
said the
table.
basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I'd say that's fair.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
It's kind of dark down here.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
This fridge goes further. Oh, look at this. What in the world
I
is
remember
this?
asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
An emergency shelter?
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Alright, this appears to be Walter's story.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years down here?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long
Another
enough,
day, another
you can
shake
just do anything.
in the shelter. And that chef bobblehead keeps falling off the counter.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Friendly? I don't know if I'd go that far.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
What happened to my hands?
Whatever that
They're
thing
like,
was, it was
got
gone.
spots all over them.
Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
To every peach can that I'm opening.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Am I out of
I'm
peaches?
done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can. I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with 1 more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Except that was a train you just got hit by.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
That's Walter.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
I can't imagine food's still down here. If it is, it's probably no good.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Oh, there's food down here.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
And that was the whole Walter
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
had
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
gotten out of. Oh, here we go.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
That's Walter's grave right under the train tracks. Well, which way do we go now? Oh, this way.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Where's the house? How far did this go?
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
There's a little dock way out there. We're supposed to swim to it? Maybe not. Oh, hold on. See another stairwell.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Oh, hold on. This way.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, it seems kind of an odd coincidence.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
You know, that would be the same with me too.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
What in the world? Look what their names are. Darpy, Darpy Jr., Barpy, Charpy, Farpy, Larpy, Zarpy.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Yikes.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Odin's statue.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
That's it, the old house that got washed away. Well, actually, I think I'm supposed to keep looking out here. Or maybe not. Wait a minute. Oops.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
This is crazy.
She lost two
So
of her
many
brothers, just like I did.
tombstones.
I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
That's a pretty wild way to learn about your family, just visiting this old house.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Here we go. Is this the way to go? Nope. Oh, there's a ladder over here. Trying to make things
I never met
a little
Grandpa Sam,
complicated or
but
too fancy.
I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Hello, bear.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Sam's story. Oh, hold on. Try that again. Well, he really doesn't like the camera.
Dawn, I
If he's in
promise,
front of it,
we'll
rather.
never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Oops.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Not quite.
Let me take... Oh.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
There we go.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what?
I just took it.
Smile, Dawn.
Oh, focus.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
What are we gonna take a picture of?
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
I'm just like randomly snap. Oh, that's just a tree. I don't know what I'm trying to get a picture of. Snapping photos of everything. Wait, where's he at? I think he's the one I need to get the photo of. Oh, here we go.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh,
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
I am.
You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Okay. Looks like we gotta go somewhere else.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Try to find a trail. You mean this?
Give me a minute to check the map.
That appears to be a trail. Can't go farther back than that.
Maybe. What was it?
Wow, what are we trying to get? This one's a little challenging. I mean, I see a trail. Oh, what's that? There was a trail, I just saw it. It was right... It was over here somewhere. Right there. Maybe over there? I don't know. Nothing. And I'm surprised I'm not running out of film. See if I see wildlife, anything. Don't know. Nothing up in the air. Oh, I see an interesting bird.
Good eyes, Don.
Oh, buck, right there.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
There you are.
Dad,
Let me get behind you. Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh my god. Is he trying to take a selfie of her?
I'm proud of you, Dawn.
That's not cool.
Always remember that, okay?
No, that's horrible.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Hold on. Oh, I see. This is kind of dark.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh! Oh my god. I did not expect that. And that's how
Of all these stories,
Sam
that's
died.
the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh, just a bad accident. Even though that's not something Dawn wanted to do.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
I don't see anything else to interact with. And we're going
After Sam
way
died,
through a crawl space.
my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory and Dawn, and looks like Gus.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
Looks like we can interact with both of them. Divorce contract.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Hold on.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh, I threw that. Oh, I'm controlling this. Oh, no.
That's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Oh, a little mini game.
What his world was like.
Oh, I hit it. Can I hit these letters over here? Oh, I can. Can I get all of it?
Reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Knock everything. It even left the tub.
Whatever it was, he saw.
Can I get that E? There we go. I just got a trophy! Gregory! Hold on. Wait, am I supposed to hit that whale down? I think I'm supposed to hit the whale. Maybe? Oh, let me try and get off to a...
Sure made him happy.
Oh, nice. Okay, now... I knocked everything into the tub. Oh! Okay. There's something I'm supposed to hit. Hold on.
I know how
up here.
It sounds.
There we go. I knocked the bubbles down.
I'm worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
I wish you could have told us.
Oh, no.
About the world he saw.
You've got to be kidding me.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything.
Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Okay, I gotta get that drain.
Wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
All right, Olivia, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I appreciate you coming by and saying hello. There'll be plenty more live streams in the future. That was sad with Gregory. Alright, let's go ahead and close that up. And we have also now Gus. A poem for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Yeah, we'll talk on Twitter, for sure.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Alright, you as well. Have a great evening, Olivia. Am I supposed to hit all these words?
Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Oh, I see what we gotta do. We gotta spin all these words over.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Wait, this is in front of a wedding. He's flying a kite. Whoops. Alright, where do I fly the kite? Oh, digging some words out.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh. That's what I say about your picture, Dad.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
humans are in the tent. Right over here. Oh, this word's down here. Hold on. Right up here.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Crudely made. Ha.
The thunder
Wedding's about to
sounded
get
much
ruined by
too
the
close
rain.
and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
And that's Gus.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Dawn doesn't even have a mattress. Ooh.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Alright, who do we have over here?
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
This little photo of them. Oh, hold on.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
All right.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Is this, supposed to be a classroom? Yeah, looks it.
But it didn't last.
You did some homeschooling, it looks like.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Milton, 1992 to we don't know. Because evidently he's missing.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
And I see Milton's, little memorandum.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
That's cool, a flip book. That's really awesome. That's Milton.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh, went the complete wrong way. Okay, that's the classroom that we just came out of, so it looks like we're going up this way.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Alright, we're actually getting close to the
After he
tower
graduated, he
of the
just
house.
spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Lewis.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room.
I just got a
Except
trophy.
Lewis.
A closer look. Actually, it looks like the way Lewis's room is right here.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Edith Finch.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery.
Oh, God.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Oh, got a fish.
His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it.
Oh, hang on.
He said
I
he
didn't realize there
started
was a maze
small,
happening.
imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Oh, puppy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Finch. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Look at that.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a
Followed
band.
by a crowd.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
This place have. Holy moly.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
So I'm going this way instead. Captain Letta.
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
How do you forget to
Even
go
as
home?
his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Handsome queen, beautiful prince.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a...
Oh, I pick one. I'm gonna go beautiful prince.
Beautiful prince. The prince was on his own quest for...
Sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents.
This is cool. I create my own story here. Whoa, look out. Just crashed into that.
He followed the sound of his...
Electric sitar.
Electric
I like
sitar.
Silver Harp better. Oh well. Oh.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh my goodness. That's a lot of fish.
But he was so proud of having created it.
I thought I had to grab that.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
This is pretty cool.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Still chopping fish.
He began to forget the world we know.
Is that
I think
every
it
single
pained
fish
him to
we
remember
chopped?
Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
What's happening now?
I still thought I could save him.
Oh no.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
What's happening?
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Alright, well, we're being honored, it looks like.
Including the wise Calico, who'd insisted on advising him. His prince waiting, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
What's that? There's only one thing left to do.
Bend down his head.
Oh no, are you kidding me?
Rest, I
Oh,
think
God.
you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
That's Lewis.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
I think the only one I'm missing on this tree is Dawn and Eddie.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Alright, well that was Lewis. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we go out this way.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I wish we'd stayed.
Man, so
But I
much
understand
death.
why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come
Edith.
sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Here's Edith.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
This cupboard?
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Am I going
For
the right
a while, I wandered.
A lot of fog, can't see anything.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
So I'm gravitating towards it just very slightly.
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you.
I think I know what this is. I think I'm 90% sure I might know what this is.
I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Wow. Story by Giant Sparrow. For Shirley Dallas, 1948-2013. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's it. That's the whole game of What Remains of Edith Finch. Man, I just got a trophy. Everything ends. Well, I know this game back in 2018 won at the Game Awards for Best Narrative, and I can for sure see why. And it was in very good competition that year too, with God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, all that. But wow, I was very intrigued by this story. I mean, it was pretty sad for the most part because so much death. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. And like I said before I started streaming, I have fully completed Horizon Forbidden West as well as Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So those last episodes will be posted throughout the course of next week. And yeah, I'll be working on a couple more new games, and I got some other new games that I plan on live streaming very, very soon. But until then, guys, take care, have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Oh, I just got a trophy. Thanks, Johan. Alright, take it easy, guys.